The ironic difficulty with systems. The ironic difficulty with systems. I was talking to a friend of mine. He's been big into systems. He's running his business with them, and we were joking around, we were messing around, talking the benefits, talking the challenges of systems. And he said to me, you know, Tom, the funniest thing about systems is that the big problem with them is people. The problem with systems is people. And this, I 100% agree. Because even if you know what a system is and you know when to use them and how to use them and your team is on board for using them, the ironic difficulty is that people still have to remember to do all of the details of using a system. And this is not necessarily as easy as you might think, particularly if you want to have a very clean version of using systems. You see, what I've come to realize is that systems are actually a template. Systems are a template, and when you want to use them, you should copy them. You should copy the system template, and that includes not just the spreadsheet that holds all the data, but also the detailed processes as well. And that's going to give you the ability to track, like on a project management system using the spreadsheet, but also have the ability to cross out and tick through the steps over on your process, like a SOP software. So this combination of project management with SOPs is actually the pure form of a system, that you have to copy both of those in order to get a working system that works every time. It's a lot like a photocopier. If you put the system underneath the photocopier and copy it, then you can use the copy without a problem. But if you go and write on the original, then that will be ruined. But having people remember to do this, very difficult, very difficult. They have to remember to copy the system. They have to remember to copy the processes. They then have to put those in some location, pretty difficult to do. When they're complete, they got to move them somewhere else. If they make improvements to the system, they got to remember to go back to the original. All this makes this way too hard. And so what you're going to have to do is make some difficult choices about what's most important to you. Most businesses are going to want the ability to see where the work is at. And this would be focusing over on the project management side. What's the status of the work? What's the status of the results? Who is responsible? When's it due by? This is all over on the project management side. But some businesses, the compliance side will be far more important, where you've got to make sure that step 1 is done, step 2 is done, step 3 is done. And you might choose very different software between these two types of businesses. One, you should be looking over, if you're looking at the project management, things like Monday or Asana or ClickUp, those types of software. But if you're over on the process ones, and you need to make sure that it is a copy of the work that needs to be done and it gets ticked off, and you're not so worried about what the due dates are or knowing what other people are, what everyone's up to, but you must have that compliance, then you're going to have to go and focus it more like a SOP software, something like Process Street or even Notion, or particularly Manifestly. I think Manifestly really does the best job of nailing that ability to say, hey, here's all the steps. We're going to make a copy of that so it can be used, and then you go ahead and tick that. But there is no way for you, if you're using Manifestly, to really see, hey, where are we up to? Who's responsible? That all gets lost in the detail of the process. Having said all this, your main problem is going to be your people. And what you might find is that it is easier to put new people into old processes than put old people into new processes. And this basically means that your team must be on board for change. All right, I hope you got some value out of it. I hope you got some decisions there for yourself. Hey, Do I need status and updates and knowing where everything's at, or do I need compliance and making that choice in software? All right, that's all I got for you. Hope you're having an awesome day. Look forward to seeing you on the next episode as we continue this journey into the power of systems to create results. See you then.